Moor surname. The Moor surname is a popular English language surname that is 34th most common surname in Australia, 32nd most common in England, and the 16th most common surname in the United States. Alright. It can have several meanings and the variations as it appeared as a surname long before written language had developed in most of the population, resulting in a variety of spellings. Variations of the name can appear as Moore, Moore, More, or Moor. Okay? As well as the Scottish Gaelic originations Mur, Muir, Mure, and Nor, or Manx Gaelic origination Moor, Moar. The Irish originations, the Irish originations O'More or O'Mhardy, and the later Irish variants O'More and D Mora. Meanings and origins. You see Gaelic English versions, right? Peep this. From Middle English, moor meaning open land or bog, and given to persons dwelling near a moor or heath. That could be a swamp too, people. We got swamps here in America, heaths and all that. Moors, check this shit out, man. See how y'all got tricked. Okay. The Old Irish Moors are Old Maharda, from the Irish Gaelic word Morda, meaning stately and noble. Peep this. These are white Moors, and I'm going to break this down later. The Anglo-Norman Moors established in Ireland's province of Munster soon after the Anglo-Norman invasion are called Demora in Irish, and a phonetic rendering of the English name, which is derived from the word moor or heathy mountain. Alternatively, of Gaelic Manx origin, moor, the name for a collector of manorial rents or the Isle of Man. Okay. The spelling Moor was sometimes used to indicate a son of someone called Moor. This being one of, check this out. This being one use where spelling is significant, possibly derived from Morus, a Roman first name, which meant, man, I'm about to kill y'all. Possibly from Morus, a Roman first name meant dark skin. It means dark skin in Latin or relating to the old French Moor, meaning Moor, like Berber, a colloquial nickname for a person of dark complexion, often describing someone of North African descent. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Go home. Possibly originated from the early references to persons who worked with boats at a wharf or moorage. That's where y'all get the set. See, y'all was chained up, doing all the shit with the boats. Y'all is just hired hitmen and servants, man. That's all y'all is, man. I ain't playing with y'all. Castilian ambassadors attempted to convince Moorish Almohad King Abu Hayy Umar al-Murtada to join their alliance. Contemporary depiction from the Canticus de Santa Maria. Do you see that? Them is Moors. Yeah, it's white Moors too. Christian and Moor playing chess from the Book of Games of Alfonso. Okay. The Moors were a Muslim inhabitants of the Maghreb and Iberian Peninsula, Sicily, and Malta during the Middle Ages. Moors are not a distinct or self-defined people. Once again, the Moors were the Muslim inhabitants of the Maghreb, of Iberian Peninsula, Sicily, and Malta during the Middle Ages. Moors are not a distinct or self-defined people, and in the 1911 Encyclopedia Britannica observed that the term Moors have no real ethnological value. Europeans of the Middle Ages and the early modern period variously applied the name to Arabs, North African Berbers, and Muslim Europeans. The term has also been used in Europe in a broader, check this out, somewhat derogatory sense to refer to Muslims in general, especially those of the Arab or Berber descent, whether living in Spain or North Africa. During the colonial era, the Portuguese introduced the name Sicilian Moors and Indian Moors. Indian Moors. In the South Asia and Sri Lanka and Bengali Muslims were also called Moors. Now see, Arabs been everywhere. Islam been everywhere trying to, man, fuck it. They corrupting everything. Peep this. In the Philippines, the long-standing Muslim community, which predates the arrival of Spanish, now self-identifies as the Moro people. The exonym introduced by Spanish colonizers due to their Muslim faith. See? Caught y'all. In 711, troops mostly formed by Moors from northern Africa, led the Umayyad conquest of Hispania and Iberian Peninsula, then came to be known as the Classical Arabic and the Al-Andalus, which is at its peak, included of Septimania and modern-day Spain and Portugal. In 827, the Moors occupied Mazzara on Sicily, developing it as a port. They eventually went on to consolidate the rest of the island. Differences in religion and culture led to a centuries-long conflict with the Christian kingdoms of Europe, which tried to reclaim control of the Muslim areas. This conflict was referred to as Reconquista. In 1224, the Muslims were expelled from Sicily to the settlement of Luceria, which was destroyed by European Christians in 1300. The fall of Granada in 1492 marked the end of Muslim rule in Iberia, although a Muslim minority persisted until their expulsion in 1609. Etymology. During the classical period of the Romans interacted with and later conquered parts of Mauritania, a state that was covered modern Morocco, western Algeria, and the Spanish cities Ceuta and Melilla. The Berber tribes of the region were noted in the classics as Morai, which was subsequently rendered as Moors in English and in related variations in other European languages. Moray is recorded as the native name by Strabo in the first. Okay, check this out. The native name is recorded in the early 1st century. Damn. This appellation was also adopted into Latin, whereas the Greek name for the tribe was Maurici. See, Latin didn't come up with this shit. And they said it was adapted into the tribe. A tribe, not even a nation. Maurici, ancient Greek, Moriponville. The Moors were also mentioned in Tacitus as having revolted against the Romans in 24 AD. During the Latin Middle Ages, Mori was used to refer to Berbers and Arabs in the coastal regions of northwest Africa. The 16th century scholars Leo Africanus, 1494 to 1554, identified the Moors Mori as native Berber inhabitants of the former Roman Africa province, Roman Africans. Nigga. He described Moors as one of the 5 main population groups on the continent alongside Egyptians, Abyssinians, Arabians, and Cafres. Do you see? Cafres is not fucking Moors, they're their own distinct person. Y'all just trying to sum up everything and bundle up in one and say y'all the masters of all shit and y'all had all them great nations. Y'all got me fucked up. Modern meanings. In medieval Romance language variations in Latin word for Moors, for instance, Italian and Spanish Moro, French Moru, Portuguese Moro, Romanian Moor developed different applications for the connotations. The term initially denoted a specific Berber people in the western Liberia, but the name acquired more general meaning during the medieval period. Associated with Muslim, similar to associations with Saracens during the context of the Crusaders of the Reconquista, the term Moors included the derogatory suggestion of infidels, nigga. You fucking infidels. Apart from these historic associations and contexts, Moor and Moors designate a specific ethnic group speaking Hassaniya Arabic. They inhabit Mauritania and parts of Algeria, Western Sahara, Tanzania, Morocco, Niger, and Mali. In Niger and Mali, these peoples are also known as Azwaga Arabs after the Azwaga region of the Sahara. Since y'all in America, check this out. The authoritative dictionary of the Spanish language does not list any derogatory meaning for the word Moro, a term generally referring to people of the Maghrebian origin in particular, or Muslims in general. Some authors have pointed out that in the modern colloquial Spanish use of the term Moro is derogatory for Moroccans in particular and Muslims in general. In the Philippines, a former Spanish colony, many modern Filipinos call the large local Muslim minority concentrated in Mindanao and other southern islands Moros. The word is a catch-all term, as Moro may come from several distinct ethno-linguistic groups, such as the Marano people. The term was introduced by Spanish colonizers and has been since appropriated by Filipino Muslims as the endonym, with many self-identifying as members of the Bangas Moro Nation. This is the funny part. Moreno can be dark-skinned in Spain, Portugal, Brazil, and Philippines. Also in Spanish, Morapabo. It is humorous name. Okay, Morapio is a humorous name for wine, especially that is which has not been baptized or mixed with water. Pure, unadulterated wine. Among Spanish speakers, Moro came to have a broader meaning applied to both Filipino Moros and Minadano, and the Moriscos of Granada. Moro refers to all things dark, as in Moor, Moreno, etc. It was also used as a nickname, for instance, for the Milanese Duke. Levito stuff was called Moro because his skin was dark complexion. Game over. Let's go back to Moreno. Moreno can mean dark skin. Okay. Morapio is a humorous name for wine, especially which has not been baptized or mixed with water, i.e. pure unadulterated wine. Come on, y'all can't even fix wine right. Talking about y'all built everything. In Portugal, Moro, feminine Mori, may refer to supernatural beings known as enchanted Moro, where Mor implies alien and non-Christian. These beings were siren-like fairies with golden or reddish hair and a fair face, and they were believed to have magical properties. From this root, the name Mor is applied to unbaptized children, meaning not Christian, and unbaptized Meru means Mor, and also refers to a mythical people. Game over.